Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Malone with Stephanie Reed Real Estate, and today I am here with DJ Hodge, who's a senior loan officer at Easy Mortgage. How are you doing today, DJ?
I'm great, Kelly. What's happening?
So I wanted to reach out to you because, as you know, we're having, some interesting times. There's a lot of misinformation out there. So I just wanted to check in with you and see what the mortgage market was looking like, and if you had any information that you could share with us today.
Well, I think, obviously there's a lot of uncertainty out there, but one thing that is certain is that rates are still really good. They're actually at historic all-time lows. Some of the lowest rates we've ever seen in history. We're within maybe an eighth of what we saw back in the last mortgage meltdown around 2009, 10, 8, 9, 10.
So my next question is, are you still able to do refis? Some people don't go back and revisit their loans, what it would look like for them to maybe revamp that situation and put themselves in a better position and take advantage of what's going on in the market today.
So the answer is yes, a lot of refis, because there's a lot of really positive attributes to this market. Property values are still strong, and rates are at historic all-time lows. You can almost undoubtedly in today's market find a way to save money on a refinance.
So being in the mortgage market, what are you guys forecasting for the rest of the quarter or the rest of the year? I know that's a really hard question.
I'm personally forecasting rates to stay similar to where they are now. I think we're going to have some hips and valleys and good days and bad days. For the most part, I think we're going to stay in the threes and things are going to be looking really good, whether it's a purchase or a refinance.
And for those watching who don't know what it means to lock in a rate, can you explain that?
So a lock is, it's more of a promise. So the lender, on a certain day, let's say you lock in a rate at 3.375 for 30 days. That loan and that rate is promised to you for that time frame. Mm-hmm. And so if rates go up, you're protected at that rate.
What kind of loans are you able to broker for your clients?
Pretty much all of them. So, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, which are conventional loans, FHA, USDA, VA, and jumbo loans.
Okay, and are you seeing any issues with any of those loan types in today's market?
There have been some changes to government loans, mm-hmm. but for the most part, most of these loan programs are still available.
Okay, and so how long does it typically take for you to fund a loan?
Typically 30 days or less.
Are you finding that time frame is still holding true in today's market, or when maybe things might be closed or people might not be working?
Yes, it's still doable, especially for me. But the one caveat is the appraisal, mm-hmm. depending on where your location is and what your market is. Like in the Wood River Valley, it took a while to get an appraisal done because there's only so many appraisers up there, and they were kind of nervous to go into people's homes for a while, and which leads me to the next thing. A lot of these loans right now are getting appraisal waivers where you don't even need an appraisal. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac are allowing for drive-bys now.
There's been a lot of verbiage being thrown around that you can delay payments on your mortgage, and they're calling it forbearance. And I'm wondering if you have any information to share with us on that.
It's also new and it's just all rolling out right now. My only advice, if I were to just give some unsolicited advice, is just do everything you can to stay current and stay on top of it. Don't look at it as a reason to try to, push out your payments unless you absolutely have to. And if you have to, call your lender and ask them what your options are. There's, they all do it differently. Some of them are just forgiving payments for a certain period of time, 3-4 months, but then they all want it all in one lump sum. Some are putting on the back end of the loan if you're lucky, but they're not going to give away free payments. So even if you get to skip the payments, you get a little break, eventually it's going to come back and they're going to want their money.
Right. Well, thanks so much for taking time to chat with me today, DJ. I really appreciate it. For all of you watching, DJ is awesome. I highly recommend him. He has refied my own home several times now. And if you have any questions or you're in a position where you're thinking about refinancing or purchasing a house, he has the ability to help you in Idaho, California, Washington, Utah. So just check in with him, and I will include his email address in here if you want to reach out to him directly. So thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and hang in there, and you and your family stay safe.
Yeah, you too, Kelly. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.